Hello, fam. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fat Mascara. I'm Jenn Sullivan.
And I am Julie Wilson.
Yes, you are. Hi, friend.
Yes, I am. Hi, friend. How are you?
Good. I like seeing you everywhere. I feel like,
girl.
You're on the TV now, on the reg.
I'm just out in these streets. I'm so excited about this new TV segment I've got going on with the
We're not going to let
Show.
you come on Fat Mascara and just promote your segment because I want the tea. I want to know what it's really like.
Okay.
Julie's now like a contributor to the Today Show, everybody. Or what are you officially? Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, it's like a freelance contributor. I have my own segment called Top Beauty Drops with Julie Wilson.
That shows up on a big board behind her when she steps on set.
Yes, I'm so excited. It's like a dream come true. I've been going on the Today Show for many, many, many years, but just going on with my publication I'm with. I go on with Cosmo still, but this is like my own thing. This is like my own segment. So it's really cool. And it's kind of like Jill's Steals and Deals, where there's a deal on the products that I'm talking about. So it's kind of different from when I go on.
Do you look for the deals and then bring them on? Or are you like, I'm going on, so brand, can you give the Today people a deal? Like, how does that work?
So the Shop Today Show team, which is like phenomenal, I will pitch like story ideas that I think would be good. So the first one was like multitasking beauty products.
I saw those.
Yes. And then I will say, these are the brands that I love. These are the products that I think are great for multitasking. I give them that list. And then they will go out to the brands and say, hey, Julie really loves this product. Are you willing to give us a discount? So it's like they work on their end to get the discount. And I just provide them with the picks that I really love. And then they whittle it down to whoever gives us the deals. And so it's really, really exciting. I feel super blessed. People work their whole lives to get a moment, like a shot like this, and I'm like getting it.
What hour? Do you know always what time you're going to go on? How does it work? What time do you get there?
Okay, so the car picks me up at kind of like 9:30, which is pretty
it's the
late.
later hour. Okay.
It is Jenna and Friends.
Oh, it's Jenna and Friends. What time does that start?
It starts at 10.
I feel like that woman works like 70 hours a day.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
She is a delight. I must say, a delight. So I've gone on with her for a bunch of times when she was with Hoda, right? And then I went on with her twice now since Hoda's been gone. And my first segment of my segment, Top Beauty Drops, was with her host was Tyra Banks. So that was fun too.
Are you kidding me? Could not get any better. So it was like
me, Tyra Banks, and Jenna. And so Jenna's hour is 10 to 11. I get there around 9:45, 10. Takes about 15, 20 minutes to get down there. And then I'm just like sitting in the green room, chilling out. You see the other people that are there.
Do they do your makeup? Do they do your hair? Like, are you allowed to wear the same dress twice?
I don't want to wear the same outfit twice because I just want to look fresh and new every single time. It's once a month, so it's not like I'm doing this once a week. And they will do your hair and makeup if you want. But since I'm like a beauty insider girly, I can definitely, there's makeup artists that I work with different brands that tap. So the first one, I had a makeup artist from Huda Beauty do my makeup. So she came in the morning to my apartment, did my makeup, and then I left. And I usually do my own hair because she's temperamental. So I just do my own hair.
The best and worst makeup I've ever had in my life has been both for morning shows. One was Good Morning America, and one was the Today Show, and I won't tell you which was best and worst.
Yeah. It's just kind of like, it's hard to like get there and then they're rushing you. Like I'd rather do it where I'm like at home. We can talk about like the look I want. I feel comfortable and I can zhuzh my hair. It's the whole thing. So it is kind of like in and out. It's really nice. It's like clockwork. They're smooth, well-run machine.
Like it's like a 3-minute segment. How short is it?
It's like 3.5 to 5 minutes. It's usually towards the end of the hour. And so it can change. When I first come, they're like, okay, you've got 5 minutes to go through 6 products, right? And then by the time all the other segments have happened and they've gone over maybe or like whatever, they're like, you have 3.5 minutes.
This is why I have a podcast with an unlimited RSS feed in time and you can do 3 minutes. If someone was like, you talk about 5 products and what in 3 minutes? I don't think
Oh my
I
God,
could do
I
it.
black out. I'm nervous. I get nervous. I've done this a million times and I want to throw up every single time before they're like counting down. You're standing next to Jenna Bush Hager.
Do you
and Tyra
memorize
Banks.
everything?
So I usually memorize everything, but for this one, it's different because when I go on for like Cosmo, I'm just talking about the product and talking about how fabulous it is. I don't really need to know numbers, but
Yeah.
this segment, I need to know the retail price, how much is off, and what the new retail price is, what the sale price is. So I had cards, and I usually don't have cards. So I'd had cards this first time, and I'll probably have them second, third time, depending on how much I can memorize.
I mean, that's reasonable too. Because like if I'm watching someone and they have to peek down for like the percentage off, I'd be totally fine with that.
Yeah. But otherwise, literally, I black out and just start talking about the products. And
So
it's
what's
so
the
much
best
fun.
multitasker? What was your what's
Oh, gosh.
top beauty drops tops?
Oh, what did I love? I really love, we talked about this, I think the Naked Sundays. I put Naked Sundays, that SPF foundation tint on because you get your foundation and your SPF. There was Alley-oop, you know the brand. I call them like the MacGyver of beauty products.
It looks like those pens from the 80s. That guy, that one?
Literally, Tyra was trying to stuff one down her dress as we were. She was like, I'm taking this.
It's
this
like
is
a
so
pen,
cool.
guys, and you click it, and instead of red, black, green, blue pen colors coming out, what is it? Like eyeliner, lip
It's
liner?
eyeliner, a lip liner, it's a brow pencil, and it's a highlighter.
I mean, talk about multitasking.
Yeah. So like, yeah. And Grace Aleye, she has the satin-lined baseball caps. I talked about that.
Oh, wait. I saw that and I wanted to ask you about that because I love a baseball cap. Is the satin for no frizz? Is it for I just got like fresh braids and I don't want them to get fuzzy? Like what is the satin for?
Yes, it's protect your edges, it's protect your tresses, just your hair in general.
But does it get sweaty if it's silk?
I mean, not really. It's kind of like putting on a bonnet at night or like having a silk or satin pillowcase. It causes less friction and breakage for your hair. So if you're not doing your hair one day, like who's can do their hair every single day? Throw on this cap, and instead of throwing on a regular cap that's going to cause friction and dry out your hair, you have this satin-lined cap.
It'd be good for the gym too, I feel like.
Yes.
I don't know. I like to wear a hat at the gym. Or like when I'm doing, I don't know. For sweat reasons too, just because it's sort of like a sweatband, but not corny looking when you wear a hat. Also, when's the last time anyone wore a sweatband? Picture it.
I mean, I'm not trying to picture it.
It's like the tennis from the 80s with like.
People wear a visor that has like that sweat, like terry cloth in it. So the sweat doesn't run down your face.
We need a silk-lined baseball cap.
Anyway, it is a fabulous gig. I'm very excited. Tune in to Top Beauty Drops with Julie Wilson on The Today Show.
I bet our listeners, a lot of them already watched The Today Show, and then they'll be like, that's Julie.
Oh my God. Yes. I'm excited.
I'm excited for you.
And buy
Anything
the
else
things.
been going on? And buy the things. Get the discounts, people.
Get the discounts. I just got back from Amsterdam.
Yeah.
With Bloom Effects. I'd never been to Amsterdam, and this was a bucket list kind of situation. I was like, I have to go. I'm already a fan of the brand, and they're inviting me now on this trip that I've seen people like yourself go on and other people. And it's like one of those trips you're like, ooh, I hope they ask me to go one day. And they did.
I got to write about that brand when it launched and the tulips that it's inspired by. But you know what's funny? In Jersey, there's a big tulip farm that does the same kind of thing you could do in Amsterdam, where you can like take a picture in the middle of the beautiful tulips. Like the photos are epic. And I went to go this year and tulip season is already passed. I'm a little late. I was supposed to go 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, they literally like extended cutting their tulips for us. They were like, the second y'all leave, we're cutting these things down. And
so you could get your photo ops before they...
Yes. But what was crazy to me, 2 fun facts or crazy facts. One, that tulips have no smell.
Okay.
Who knew?
I mean, I didn't.
No smell. There's like 1 or 2 varieties that are like extra like nuanced that have smell.
Okay.
Then 2, they just cut off the heads of the tulips. They don't gather the flowers and sell the flowers. They're cut off the heads and they sell the bulbs in the ground.
The family that runs the tulip farm that the woman's married to that makes those products, I remember learning this. All they sell is bulbs because that's a huge trade as well. And I was like, well, what happens to the flowers when it's time to... He's like, we just chop them off and compost them.
They literally fall on the ground and they go back into the earth.
And early, like before the flower's dead, because that makes a better bulb or something.
Yes.
So it's like, you can't look at your pretty tulip for weeks and weeks. They just chop them off.
My mind was blown.
I feel like if you went to a farm for cut tulips that they're going to sell, obviously they're collecting those. But then those bulbs aren't worth a lot.
For sure, but he's like, that's not really what the enterprise for tulips is cutting them. He was like, sure, we'll cut a few and have them
But
by
they're
the
making their
side.
money on selling bulbs.
The money is the bulbs. So they have 100 acres of tulips. He was like, you cut 100 acres of tulips and cut them for bouquets. There's not just our farm. There's not enough people that would buy those
Dutch people to buy all the tulips
in 48 hours before they've completely wilted. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, no, they're for the bulbs. And then the irregular size bulbs, the ones that aren't perfectly sphere bulbs, those are the bulbs that they use in the skincare. Because nobody wants to buy not perfect bulbs, even though they do the same thing. Just like they don't want to sell you a crooked carrot.
They look like dirty little nuggets. Who cares if I actually bought while I was in Amsterdam, I bought my mom a bunch of bulbs to bring back for her to plant, and they are the best flowers in her garden. Like, I don't know what they're doing in Amsterdam, but they know how to grow a tulip.
Yeah. So anyway, I was astonished by that. I think it's really innovative what they're doing, sustainable. Obviously, they're using this products that
they're using the wonky bulbs to make skincare.
Exactly. And then some of the petals from the black tulips. And like, I think the products are really great. Kimmy, the founder, is really cool. She's got, she's an ex-beauty exec who got swept off her feet by a tulip prince. And here she is. Ibiza. Like, in the club.
Imagine being a beauty executive and you met a tulip farmer in the club. And then here you are years later with a whole family and a business.
And like thriving.
Story.
It's so cute. It's mad cute. So anyway, I was very excited to go cross Amsterdam off my bucket list, cross the tulip fields off my bucket list. It was lovely.
Is springing for you, Julie.
It is.
I love that.
What about you? What's going on? Tell me your things.
Well, I've been stepmomming for like 2-3 weeks, actually. Atlas was on. I don't know if you listened to last week. He came on to raise a wand.
Oh my God, I didn't hear it. I got to listen to it.
You got to go listen. He's quite the ham. I think he has a future in podcasting.
Yes, Atlas.
Maybe Orion can have a, cameo one of these days.
God. We should get them both on and talk about the gaming of it all, the gamifying of beauty.
Oh, this reminds me. This is our news. We're going to talk about that. Actually, Yeah, so I'm not as exciting as you for the last 2 weeks, but that was exciting. But let's get into the news because we'll talk about some things. Okay, I was going to save this for the end of the news, but I feel like we just mentioned it. So Orion's into gaming too?
Huge.
Okay.
Into gaming.
So's Atlas. It's like a lifestyle for these kiddos. He's like
Truly.
The gaming community. He talks about it like it's like his buddies. I was like, these are anonymous people online. What?
Yeah. Although Orion definitely is locked in with all his friends.
Right.
All the people he sees during the day at school, he then comes home and is on his iPad with them in the evening. We have a rule that not during the week.
No gaming during the week.
I know. So it is the weekend, but I'm like, you just saw them all week at school.
I don't know if I could pull that off. Thank God I'm not full-time mother. But what I do know is I've seen Atlas in the same room as his friends, and they're not even talking to each other. They're just on the game, but in the same room together.
Absolutely. They come over and they're on their iPads. Like, no one's looking at each other. No one's saying anything.
That's how they socialize. And you know who knows that that's the case? Givaudan. So Givaudan is Givaudan, the fragrance house that you guys may have heard of. They make perfumes for so many labels, so many people that you know. And to reach the youths, they actually developed a game for Roblox. I got a chance to play it. Roblox is, I don't know, does your son play Roblox?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I give him Robux or whatever it's called.
For them to buy skins and do all the things that they want to do. Yeah.
It really hurts my heart. I'm like, I'm paying for pixels.
Well, then maybe you'll pay for this because...
Okay,
because it has a good premise. It's educational.
Okay.
Guardians of Memories is the name of the Givaudan game. It's an hour-and-a-half game. This isn't some just podunk, they put it together to sell perfume. It's to teach kids or adults if they want to play, I played, about fragrance. The concept that they came up with, there's like a whole storyline. It's this woman, I forget her name, like Isero, and she felt too many feelings and was hypersensitive to the world. So she ended up draining the world of all its color and memories and smells. And then to fix...
She had too many feelings?
Yeah, she was...
Sounds like me.
She hyperesthesia and hypersensitivity is what the press release said. But to me, it just seemed like An overfeeling. Yeah. Don't suck all the life out of the world just because you're feeling overfeeling, Julie.
I have a lot of feelings, and I don't want to suck all the life out of the world, but this woman sounds like she has
Well, she's the evil center of this video game. So chaos grips the world, chaos ensues. And so the guardians of memories, aka you, the players on Roblox, have to go in, become saviors, and search around to find the colors and the memories and bring them back to being. And how do you do that? With smell, because fragrance is one of the quickest paths to like memories, colors, feelings.
How do they execute this in a video game? Because you can see color, but you can't see smell.
Correct.
And you can't smell things
so
through
I
the
was
screen.
playing, well, I must have killed myself like 72 times because I couldn't figure out how to jump. But I was collecting bergamot, this section of the game that I was in. So you walk around and there's like the little lemony looking bergamots and you have to collect them all. And if you get enough, that is your top note. And then you're going to collect heart notes. And then you're going to collect base notes. And when you have those, lo and behold, you can make a perfume and unlock a core memory and move on to make another one. So they kind of do that over and over in different ways.
You're not smelling anything. You're just grabbing notes
and
pretending.
But I was talking to one of the people that worked on the game, and they said that they have these little challenges throughout the game to help people understand what certain scents are. So if a kid's like, what the heck's a bergamot?
Bergamot, right.
What American kid knows what a bergamot is?
Right.
Oh, you can go around your house and they'll tell you something that smells similar if you want to smell it. So like a lemon in this case.
Cute.
Or like if you don't know what an aldehyde smells like, go smell your laundry detergent. That's probably an aldehyde. So you're learning about fragrance composition.
That's actually really cute. I might have to have Orion play that.
I wanted to play it. It's really sweet. I like that it didn't feel super consumeristic. It wasn't go play this and buy something from Givaudan. It was like an educational thing.
There's no like storefront at the end that you like?
I mean, there probably is. Maybe there will be eventually. I'm sure they're going to partner. Please. That's how consumerism works. But
right. I was about to say, there's no like gift shop at the end that you have to jump into and buy your mom a fragrance or something.
That would be smart. No, for now, we're just learning.
I'm giving Roblox for that. If my son at the end of a game can buy me a fragrance with my own money, I guess that would be worth the pixels.
That's true. Mother's Day is coming up, isn't it? It's very soon.
Yes. It's very soon. Anyway, that's really cool. Go ahead, Givaudan. Like, come on. It's like
I think that's how you reach young people. That's where they are.
Absolutely. You got to get with it or you're going to get left behind.
I mean, Atlas doesn't even know what a TV, like he doesn't even have a TV. He's on games. That's his entertainment. Okay. All right. Next up, let's talk about vitamin C. Everybody get ready. The vitamin Cs are expanding. Well, first, Julie and I know this firsthand because we went to dinner with the founder of a new line that's like built around a vitamin C serum.
Yes, absolutely. I was really excited to learn about this brand, Wild Fleur.
Wild Fleur.
Wild Fleur.
We were both like, how did you get the trademark? The founder's name's Tanushree Shah. And we were both, the first thing, I think you asked it too. I said it at the same time. We're like, how did you get that brand name?
It just sounds like something that someone's already come up with. Not wildflower, but wild, because somebody else had wildflower. So someone must have gotten Wild Fleur. But she got it. And we were like, bravo, sis.
What I also was like, bravo, I don't know about you, was the fact that her vitamin C serum is $26, which
wild.
Yet it's as stabilized as some of the big $150 SkinCeuticals, which is very hard to do.
She said we could say, but she can't.
She couldn't put it in her. Are we allowed to say it, by the way? She couldn't put it in like.
She was like, you can say whatever you want, but we can't say it. Or they don't want that beef. They don't want that smoke.
They don't want that beef. But also that beef is changing because SkinCeuticals, actually, who has the patent on this super stabilized vitamin C that we've both been writing about for years, vitamin CE Ferulic. I don't know if you guys heard this. Just a couple weeks ago, the patent on that ran out. So that was a 20-year patent for the CE Ferulic formula.
I can't believe they just didn't re-up like quickly.
I don't know
if not
how
sooner.
Works.
Like it's they're like hero product. Why don't
wait, how does that work on a patent? I think that it's like the same with, because it's like a pharma thing, like after a certain, it can go generic kind of vibes. Actually, I didn't do this part of the research. Why are you putting
There's got to be some way though that they can like tweak the formula and then get a new patent. You know what I'm saying?
It's possible, but then it's already out there, like how they stabilize their vitamin C with this particular amount of ferulic, another
Right.
antioxidant, which, by the way, guys, is the secret sauce in SkinCeuticals. They stabilize their vitamin C with ferulic. Tanushree and her brand Wildflower, the $26 one, it stabilizes it with an extract from a marigold flower, is what we
Right.
learned.
Which is why she called it Wildflower.
Is that? I don't think I heard that part. Maybe the appetizers came when she connected those.
I think she was saying she's using. we were at a fabulous restaurant too, so we were a little distracted by the food, but I do believe she said that is why it's called Wildflower, because she's using actives and enzymes and
from flowers
from
to
flowers
stabilize her products.
Yeah,
but the product's gorgeous. I've now been using the vitamin C and I do not use it every day. I'm still nervous that I'm going to get sensitivity issues, but so far so good with that. Anyway, so guys, I expect by the end of the year, you're going to be seeing a lot more stabilized vitamin C. Have you heard anything on this, Julie, now that this patent's up?
I have not, although vitamin C seems to be coming back up in conversations just like we're having right now. It just seems like it's one of those things, like it was hyaluronic acid, it was niacinamide, and now it's vitamin C is starting to come back into the chat. She was like, she left.
Don't you feel like that always happens with the ingredients? There's it gets peak, the backlash to the backlash, and then we settle into, you know what, this shit works. Excuse me.
Yeah. I mean, this shit works. It does. I am also someone who doesn't use a vitamin C all the time. I'm really trying to get into my retinoid era and really lean into that. And so I'm really trying not to use too many
vitamin
things
C
on
and
my
retinol.
face.
I've been there as a baby beauty editor, both at once. Recipe for disaster for me.
Yes, exactly. So I'm let me just church and state it. We're going to go with our, we're going with the retinol and we're going to see what that gives. And then maybe we'll go into a vitamin C era. But right now I'm with my retinoid.
And you know what? All the experts I talk to say vitamin C is really great at preventing spots and pigmentation. It's not amazing at fixing spots, wrinkles, whatever. So if you're one of those people that is prone to hyperpigmentation, add that in with your sunscreen and you'll be happy about it. $26 too for that Wildflower one if you don't want to spend a lot.
Her pricing is right and her packaging is beautiful. The story is great. I think she's going to win. I really do think in a world where a new company is born every single day, I do think
You're feeling it.
I'm feeling it.
Well, I think she's onto something with the price. Moving on to this other item I want to talk about. I know we're not here in the United States technically in a recession. How many news stories have we seen? Are we in the recession yet? Is there a recession? I feel for the last 2 years even, I've been something's happening. Well, guess who thinks they know that we're going to be in a recession before the economists?
Who? Tell me.
The salon owners. Here's why.
Okay, yeah, tell me why. Because my gut reaction is just because it's the local gossip. They know the things before it hits the
that's
streets.
what everybody's talking about. Sure, people are sitting in your chair and they'll be complaining about, oh my God, you can't believe how much X costs now. But what they're also noticing from a recent Business of Fashion article is that people are spreading out their salon appointments. They say whenever the money is a worry and the recession is looming, they notice that let's say you're a color appointment and you're every 4 weeks. All the people that are every 4 weeks are all of a sudden every 5 weeks because they can make that change without having to say why to the colorist, without having to feel weird about, I don't have as much money this year or I'm worried about money at the end of the year. So what is that? If you were going to have 12 color appointments a year, at the end of 2025, you only had 11. You just saved yourself that money. Also with haircuts.
That's so interesting.
Some people go to the same salon and hairstylist again and again every 8 weeks or every 12 weeks. And then they're noticing right now, this salon owner was in Massachusetts in a pretty well-to-do town, she said. And she's like, I can already tell you recession is coming because they're cutting back on haircuts.
I mean, yeah, it's not something that you completely need. You can live life without getting your hair cut. So I get it. It's one of those things that if you're looking at your expenses, it's that thing can go.
Well, right, because it's also not all or none because you're just stretching out the appointments.
Right.
My roots, I don't know, I can get by with a L'Oreal root touch-up spray for a good extra week or two if I need to.
But you get your hair done for free $99, no?
No, I pay for my hair color. If I really want, I should go every 2 weeks. I have roots at the 2-week mark because my hair's bright white and I dye around that strip black. But I'm not out here trying to pay 26 times a year to get my hair colored. So I usually do like
Absolutely not.
4 or 5 weeks. And definitely by that 5th week, if I'm pulling it back in this kind of bun, I'm doing the L'Oreal, in the teal bottle, L'Oreal Root Touch-Up Spray. That's my favorite. I know some people
She's
like
an icon.
The Rita Hazan one that's like or Color Wow, is it? That's a powder?
I don't know. Does Color Wow have a powder?
I like the spray though. It really sticks.
Okay. Look, we got to do what we got to do. It's getting crazy out in these streets. Life is just getting expensive. We got to figure out look what happened during the recession. People were cutting their own hair at home and like trying to do all the things at home. So it's like we make do. You know what I'm saying? We make it work for us.
I think for me, the other one that would go is like gels. I think I can wait. In the gel, like I get gel manicures and the cuticles.
You're still getting gel?
What?
You're still getting gel?
Why is she judging me? Why?
I just feel like it's no bueno. It's no good for you.
Because it's touching my face all the time, or just because it's living on my nail permanently and the nails can't breathe or whatever?
Yeah, the nails can't breathe, the light, the UV.
But look how good they look.
They do look
good.
Meanwhile,
the light and UV, absolutely true. My hands are so much older than...
Yes.
I feel like the rest of me looks fine, but when I put my hands next to my friends, I think the tattoos have not aged well, and that's part of it. But I guarantee you, and I've written this story that you're supposed to wear the little gloves or put sunscreen on your hands before you... Hell no, I don't do it. I do not practice what I preach, and my hands are wrinkly because of it.
I'm really bad at getting my nails done anyway.
I feel like, what is it that you don't like sitting there with your hands in someone else's hands for like not being able to do stuff?
That's one of the things, but also it's just they never last long enough, even with the gel. I'm like, okay. Ugh. And then I end up, like if it chips, I then end up like peeling it off, which makes more damage to my nails.
I'm the worst.
So, but Chill House just came out with some non-toxic, almost like, what is it, Dazzle?
Dazzle Dry. Yeah.
Dazzle Dry. It's basically their Dazzle Dry. And it's really great.
I need to compare that because that Dazzle Dry, I have gotten like an 8-day manicure out of. And for me, with a non-hard gel like at the salon, that's pretty damn good. Probably a normal person could get like 2 weeks out of it.
It's really good. I went to their launch event. And
okay, so you got the Chill House manicure.
The Chill House one.
How long did it last?
I mean, it's still on my toes. I ended up taking off because I want to try another color off the ones, but it lasted like a week and a half.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. And it literally, you paint it on, no light, no lamps.
Right.
You paint it on like regular nail polish and then you put the top coat on, it dries and they're like gel.
Okay. I have to try that because I'm really hard on my nails. And I feel like that's the only reason I'm still getting these hard gels at the...
Please try it.
Okay, I'm going to try the Chill House. I'll report back, guys. But the Dazzle Dry is good.
Yes, it is good. But this is almost like Dazzle Dry souped up, like, and really fun colors, all the things.
Well, also, speaking of recession, like, I bet we'll start to see people doing their own nails
at home.
Especially because it's gotten so much better.
Right. And like this technology, I think this technology is really great. Manucurist, that manicurist, manucurist.
Yes, I spelled it once wrong in a story and it got published and I still feel bad about it.
Oh no.
It's spelled, guys, it's manicurist, but instead of the I, it's a U.
Yes, I like their stuff too. And they have like a whole green, alternative, non-toxic nail polish.
Who knew nails
situation.
Was where you were going to choose to be green, Julie Wilson?
Meanwhile, I have nothing on my nails right now. I'm like not a nail
She's
girly.
The most green.
I wish I was more of a nail girly, but I also in my head have those like Gail Devers Flojo nails. Like I want to be that girl.
And if it can't be that, I want nothing.
But I can't because I have to type all the time and these damn kids. Like I don't have the lifestyle to have the nails. But whenever I see anyone with like tricked out nails, I'm like, oh God, I want to be that girl.
I also think it's so sexy, like people with a stiletto nail and then they pick things up like their phone and you can hear that sound.
ASMR.
Yeah. And I don't know. I just feel like people look sexier when they have nails of all genders, by the way. Like, and
right.
Just like, okay.
And like when you're talking, I feel like I would almost maybe even interview better. Like had my nails done and I was like, talking with my hands and my nails were just stunning. Meanwhile, I have these little nubs. It's fine. The answers,
no,
the
I keep them
still
short,
get asked.
But I do like the color. What were we talking about?
I have no idea what we were talking about.
Salon visits. That's how we know the recession's coming, everybody.
I go every 2 weeks, but I'm also blessed and highly favored in that I don't have to pay for my hair appointment.
But you're getting colored or that's for like a blowout?
Yeah, I'm just getting a blowout, like wash, condition, blowout.
Yeah.
And a cut here and there by a celebrity hairstylist.
Ugh, fine, Julie. You're
Anthony
recession
Dickey.
proof. Everybody hates you now. Okay,
Yeah,
moving on. So let's talk about colored mascara. I feel like something's brewing here. On Friday's episode, we had Victoria Jackson on.
Love her.
I know. Amazing. Victoria Jackson Cosmetics from the 90s. Did you know in the 90s, she had 10 shades of mascara in her line?
She was a woman ahead of her time.
She absolutely was. Maybe not with colored mascara.
Okay, you are clearly laughing about color mascara. Like, she's not that girl. I actually like color mascara.
Okay, so I saw that. Then I saw Vogue, Allure, CNN all did stories this month on like brown and like the richer colored mascaras coming back. Then Thrive just launched a berry brown mascara. It's supposed to be like warming and like a little maroonish. Wait, you are a colored mascara person?
I love a color mascara.
Talk to me.
I don't wear it enough, but literally every time I've worn a color mascara, I have been complimented a million times.
But do you think this is what I think happens when I wear a colored mascara. The fact that they can see it makes them talk about it, and I can't tell if they actually like it. They're just like, oh, you're wearing colored mascara. How fun.
I think they like it. I also like to do a matchy-matchy situation. So
Okay.
if I have that berry, Chanel has this amazing like Bordeaux burgundy one.
Okay.
And like if I do a shadow or a liner that's giving that and then put it on, it just enhances all of that. I think I also like it too because I don't have much of a lash at all. And so it emphasizes whatever I'm doing there. If I'm not wearing a strip lash or something, it gives some type of visual interest and like statement look to my eye without it having to be the length of a lash. There's still like an eye moment.
Talk to me about this color story you're creating. Is the liner matching the mascara?
It's close. They're in the same, like if it's not the same exact color, they're close. So I'll give you like a cranberry burgundy liner and then I'll have that burgundy mascara and it just emphasizes that color on your lid.
That sounds pretty.
Yeah, like it's really nice. I mean, I'm sure you can mix and match and then it's giving a little bit more, I don't know, like rave. But I think it's sophisticated. It can be very sophisticated.
I just saw a woman, hers was fun. She did a peach kind of eye. Actually, it was a famous makeup artist. Was it Lucia Pica? I don't remember. It was like a peach eyeshadow and then a navy blue mascara. And, you know, blue and orange being complementary on the wheel. It made it pop. But I commented, I did like it. I wasn't just commenting because I could see it. I thought it was really fun. And then I probably thought to myself, I don't know if I could pull that off.
It reminds me of when I was in middle school when I did not need glasses and we had insurance money to get obviously eye care stuff. And I was like, well, I don't want glasses. And my mom allowed me to get colored contacts. And I would wear, if I was wearing like a blue shirt, I'd have like my blue contacts in with no prescription. Or like if I was wearing purple, I'd have purple ones. Like I had crazy
They were
contacts.
hot there for a minute. I remember the era that everybody was doing a colored contact, like a wardrobe of, yeah. Do they still?
Literally. And so it kind of gives me that feeling of like, oh, I can almost not change my eye color, but do something really dramatic that doesn't have to be some like 10-step eyeshadow moment that I don't have the skills to pull off because I'm not Pat McGrath.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no. And that's the other thing. Like, you're right. No skill. It's mascara. We all know how to put mascara on.
right. I'm not blending and put this in the cut crease and I can put it on. It's a moment.
And here we are.
And then move on. Yeah.
I love that. I do need to make a request to the brands. I need these colors that I see coming out, because more people are coming out with them, to come out in the tubing mascara formulas.
Oh, yes.
I know the Thrive Cosmetics liquid lash extensions, the one I talked about, it's called Elena, the berry brown. That's a tubing mascara.
Thrive,
so it won't smudge. Yes. But I feel like smudging with black is one thing, but smudging with maroon and blue and these others, I can't have the smudges.
Yeah, we can't have the fall down underneath the eye doing all of that.
Yeah. So that's my request I'm putting out. Oh, one more side note. Speaking of colored products, I know we were always talking about non-transfer proof eyeliner for you. Listeners came through with a lot, but I've been trying a lot of them. And you know what? I decide you're not going to like this, but you know what works the best?
What?
The gel pots where you have to have a separate brush. It's not in the pencil. Because go ahead. I knew you weren't going to like it.
No, I just really wish I was that girl.
Right,
I do. I have them. I have them.
And if you have a clean brush and you have time, Nothing looks as good. It's sharp. It looks like liquid, but it stays put. It's matte. It doesn't transfer, but the skill level's a little bit higher. The time commitment's a little bit higher. However, you know who else knows this? Trixie Mattel, the drag queen. Who better than a drag queen to teach us?
Drag queens know it all.
Yes.
If we want to know anything about makeup, the drag queens will tell us.
Exactly. And she just launched a brown ink pot gel liner because she knows.
Okay. I'm going to get it because, look, I have the things. Don't get me wrong. It's just we don't pull them out. Like, I have all the brushes, I have the pots, and I look at it and I'm like, no one has time for you. I just want to like pull my eye, do something with a pencil, and keep it moving. But you're right. They always do work.
And like if you've ever gotten professionally done makeup, they probably pulled out the gel liner.
They always do that.
That little Bobbi Brown pot that's like in everybody's kit. Yeah.
Yeah. Chanel has a good one too.
It's a gel again. Yeah. Exactly. See? Anyway, hate to tell you it, but that's
Thank you. Thanks for the answer.
You're welcome. Let's go raise some wands. Okay, it is time to raise a wand. I'm going to allow 2 wands right now because everybody's been texting lately. I gave permission to the fam to text. Probably should never have done this because now nobody wants to call me and leave a message. They all just want to text us. You know how it is. If someone's like,
I know.
You can call me or text me, what are you going to do?
Text.
Right.
For sure, text.
I'm going to read a text and then we'll play a call. Okay, this one is from G in New York City. They say, I want to raise a wand to the Malin & Getz Lip Moisturizer. I got it with a gift bag for Christmas and have quickly become addicted. It's a clear gel with a slightly sticky texture. It feels both moisturizing and protective. Lasts a long time on the lips, so I feel it's good for the gal who's always got chapstick on their person and applies perhaps too often. And then she says, me, I'm the gal. Especially been loving it during the winter in New York City, and it feels like armor on your lips. My boyfriend and I lovingly refer to it as lip glue. It's on the pricey side, but God, is it good. How's that for an endorsement?
I mean, they better send her a box full of them.
It's $16 for 2, but I don't think that's that much for a
This is not a new formulation. This is the one they've had.
It's the classic.
Right?
You know
it's a classic. Yeah. Get an ornament of it every Christmas. I feel like they sent the ornament.
Do they really?
With them in it.
It looks like, wait, is it an actual lip gloss that you can hang on the tree?
You know, like the packaging is like they package them so that you can like hang it on the tree or something.
Yeah.
I feel like every Christmas we get one of those, like every holiday season.
That's so funny. Yeah. That is a good Christmas little gift. But I like the tube lip balms. I'm sorry. I think it's worth it for not chapped lips. I would pay whatever.
I feel like lip balms are, they're having a moment. Lip treatments, lip oils, lip, all the things. And but it is like a great little thing that you can buy yourself. That does make a difference. It makes you feel good. It makes, Yeah.
Think of G, you guys, when you buy it, because she calls it lip glue. Okay.
Lip glue.
The next one, I'll play some audio. This is from our listener, Hannah.
Hey, Jess and Jen. This is Hannah from Orlando. I'm calling because I have a beauty question. I'm about to have my 3rd baby, and I know that in those early postpartum days, not only are you not feeling your best, but especially with number 3, there's not much time for anything self-care. And I'm wondering if you have suggestions for looking and feeling your best that are also easy. So I'm thinking multitasking products or like something glowy you just slap on your face. I am in the South in the heat of summer, so I'm going glowy, not greasy, but really open to any and all suggestions, drugstore, high-end, otherwise, looking for just products that make you feel your best, that are easy to grab and go and just put on and either get out the door or get back to the day-to-day craziness. So thanks. Have a great day.
Okay. Hannah, first of all, bless your heart for having 3 children, being on your 3rd.
I'm
in
over
the summer
here like
heat.
Wowzers. Yeah.
I have a thought on this, like a pick-me-up kind of product, quickie.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to cede the chair to the woman who's actually birthed 2 children.
Yeah. I mean, look, if you have time to take a shower, that's always good. Afterwards, I'm a big moisturizer. We've talked about this before. I'm like an oil bomb babe. So like that always makes me feel good when I can just take a moment to moisturize and feel like glistening and amazing. So that always makes me feel good. A fragrance always is like mood lifting, having a nice fragrance that you
Oh, I hadn't
love.
thought about
You know, like
fragrance.
I put on certain fragrances.
But even when you're pregnant,
Yeah.
I thought people don't like fragrance always when they're pregnant.
I used fragrance when I was pregnant. And like it could be something light. It could be one of the water-based fragrances. It can be a non-alcoholic, whatever it is, a body mist, whatever. Also like aromatherapy, like those little rollerball Tata Harpers. I use that like crazy especially when I was feeling nauseous. She has a few of them.
I love that you went to fragrance. I didn't think of that at all because she was talking about glow and stuff, but you're absolutely right. That's the thing when I'm walking out the door and I just need to feel a little pep in my step is that I'm going to put on fragrance then. That's a really good answer.
Like we said, a good lip balm that just gives a little bit of tint of color and brightens up your face. I also love, no one's putting on full beat of makeup when you're pregnant and it's hot and whatever. I do love Gucci Westman Atelier has these like bronzing drops or whatever.
This is literally what Jess raised a wand to last week.
Oh,
that
really?
That you didn't hear. There you go. There you go. That's a double raise a wand right there.
Those bronzing drops. Versed has a bronze, a little like shimmer bronzing drops too.
Oh,
and
look, she gave you guys a high and a low right there.
I'm telling you. And I'm telling you, I will put that on my face, like mix it in a little bit with my SPF, and it will give my face a glow and also a bit even out my skin tone without it being a foundation or a concealer or that sort of thing. And I just feel like I'm together without having to
That's good.
break out real makeup.
It just kind of mushes everything together. I was going to go with not far from that, but I was talking, my best friend from Philly, Jess, came up and she goes, you gave me a package with stuff. Like I like, sometimes I give her extras just to like see what she thinks about things. And I was like, what did you fall in love with? And it was the same. I knew she was going to love it because I love it too. Do you know Wander Beauty, that brand?
Yeah.
Okay. They have this On the Glow blush and illuminator. It's double-sided.
So good.
It's surprisingly
really good.
I was like, oh, I've seen these a million times. You know, it's like a blush stick on one end, illuminator on the other. But like Westman Atelier levels of blush stick on the one side, Westman Atelier levels of illuminator on the other.
Absolutely.
Really I usually go with the Did one because it's blush and bronzer. But if I were this woman, forget the bronzer. We need the illuminator.
Yeah.
So, and the colors are just, I don't know. There's something about the texture. It's not too greasy.
Yeah. So just that and a cute lip gloss and some moisturized skin, bitch, you're ready. You're ready to take on the world and birth a whole nother human.
And Hannah, yes, bring another human into
Bring another fabulous human into this world and look good while doing it. Like, I'm not that chick that was like in the hospital, like fully beat face either. Like, I know some of y'all are out there. I have friends though too. So
they got done to go to birth the baby.
Or like for their pictures, like their first pictures, they're beating their whole, I didn't bring any makeup.
Wait, okay, here's a question. Do they give birth or have a cesarean or however it goes and then put on a face and then say, okay, hand me the baby for a picture?
I don't know because I've
Some
never
of them
been
look so damn good.
But I'm pretty sure they'll birth the baby, blah, 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 blah. And then they're like, okay, if we're going to put a picture up on Instagram or something to like say, let me beat my face first. You know, the baby's been around for hopefully like an hour or two. And then you're like, okay,
sorry,
let me beat
can't try
my face.
nursing yet. Still doing my liquid eyeliner.
No, you're doing the things first. And then you kind of get cleaned up, have the baby and take the picture. I was like, I'll just Facetune or something. I don't know, but I'm not putting on makeup.
You put? Did you take photos when your kids were born, like right after that you posted? Like what was your post of they're here? Was it you holding them?
Mostly it was them at home, just like a picture of them.
Okay. It wasn't that like, how do they look so fab in the hospital picture that...
No, but I did have some hospital pictures I put up on IG stories or something. But the actual post is like a more beautiful picture of just the baby. You don't want to see me after I give birth. The 2 times I've given birth, again, did not bring any makeup. I look like I've been through war, which I had. And I look back at those pictures, I'm like, wow, you're a strong bitch. Like you did that, right? Like you get prideful, but I also did not gather myself enough to like take beautiful portraits. My pictures with the baby afterwards are like, you look rough, sis.
It's
And I
such a
did.
choice. I remember when, I think it was Emily Weiss from Glossier, like showed her birthing photo. It was one of those tubs because she did the at-home birth, and it was like she was in the squat, and I'm like, wow, people are putting it out there.
Yeah. I do like that. Like, let's be transparent. This
Okay,
is like
okay, you do like that because then it's like, this is what it really looks like when you're.
yes, I do like the whole in the moment pictures, not saying post it during that moment, but it is nice to see how people bring humans into the world, right? But I do think it's an extra effort when you like beat your face, put on a lash, do all the things to take your first portrait with the baby. I just didn't have it in me. In retrospect, I probably should have, but here we are.
Here we are. Hannah, you have to do none of that, by the way. That just took us off topic.
We just wanted a little tangent. You're going to be fabulous.
Just look glowy and do your thing.
Look glowy, and you're going to be fine.
Yeah. Julie, you know what? Before we go to your raise one, we should give homework for people. I want to hear what else people would suggest for Hannah. I feel like I came up with the blush illuminator. You had some good suggestions, but what is everybody else's like? I just need something. It just pick me up on the go. Here we go. Easy peasy. Just makes me look better. So call us 646. Yeah. You know what? You're not allowed to text. How about that? Call me 646-481-8182. Okay, your turn. What are you raising wand to?
I'm raising a wand to Nira. Have you seen this?
Spelled Nerra. Yes, I have. Talk to us. Oh, she's got a whole. She's got multiple bottles, guys.
There's a 4.
And it looks like you made a dent in one of them because that is down half a level. Yes.
I did. I've been using it. I really love it. Okay. So it's this Moroccan shower ritual in which you slough off dead skin and that sort of thing. I know this ritual from going to the Korean spas that we've talked about before.
Yes.
Right? And where you're like butt naked and the woman comes in and is scrubbing you.
And she's wearing biker shorts and a bathing suit.
Yes. And like the dead skin is coming off you and they like take these buckets and
slosh you down like a fish. You feel like you're just getting filleted.
Exactly. But I remember the first time I did it, I was like, I'm sorry, because I thought it was so dirty. I kept seeing all of my dead skin rolling off of me. And it was crazy. I was like, I swear to God, I like shower once a day. And she was looking at me like, sis, this is the process.
This is normal.
This
is what they do.
This is normal.
You would have exfoliated and to the high degrees, and you'll be amazed they'll still find stuff to slough off.
Exactly. And this is why I don't get scrubs, sugar scrubs, salt scrubs or whatever from regular like spas now. I refuse because they're like petting you. No, I need you to get on the table, squat above me, and literally go in. And like that is what they do at the Korean spas. So anyway, this is the kind of at-home version. Nira has created kind of your at-home. You're obviously not going to get it as well as they are, as like another person doing it to you. But it's great because you use this foam right before you go into the shower to get your body prepped.
Oh, wait, you use the foam on the dry skin?
Yes. Or like wet your skin, but you're supposed to like get away from the water and allow it to like work its magic.
This is not a shower gel.
No, the foam isn't. So you put the foam on and it kind of gets the dead skin cells on your skin ready to get sloughed off. So you have to let that percolate a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then you put on their little mitt, which has, I think one side is like a little rougher than the other, or they're 2 mitts. I forget, but I have the 1 mitt in front of me right now.
If she was on the Today Show, this would have been perfect. She would have known the price and the mitt.
I would. Sorry, guys. But what you need to know is there is an exfoliating mitt, and then you take the body wash and then you slough off, and you actually do see it coming off your body. Not as much as if I had gone to like the Korean day spa, but enough that I'm like, this works, and I'm raising a wand, right? It's amazing. And then the body oil you use afterwards when you get out of the shower.
Ritual.
Yeah. I'll do it once every 2 weeks.
That's her everything shower day.
Yeah, that's the everything shower day. And like, I do the things, I wash my hair.
And I know you love an oil afterwards.
And I love an oil. That's why she's like dented. Like she's almost gone.
Together. It's so funny because I did try that product, but I only tried the foam, and I think I used it wrong. I used it like a shower gel. No. But I feel like I bet it's the combo of the two products that's like somehow giving me the slough.
I forget if you wet your body first, but I'm pretty sure you don't. You like put it on your body.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And it starts to like do a little of its own exfoliating before you get in there with the manual.
You have to allow it to absorb for 2 minutes.
Oh, I definitely didn't do that. Okay. See, guys, this is why you read the directions. Always read the directions.
And don't stand in the water. So put it on your body, stand away from the water for like 2 minutes. I think the steam and stuff in the shower helps. Let it absorb, then you go in.
Oh, that's going to be good before like when the limbs are coming out now. We're doing some skirts, we're doing some tank tops. Let's get the limbs in order.
Before shaving, all the things. Do it. Nira, I'm a fan.
That's a good one.
What's your wand? What are you
My
using
wand is
to?
like a correction wand, but also an amazing product. So a while back, a listener had called in and wanted to know about this brand, G Beauty. It was a skincare brand, and she sent a link. She's like, "What do you think?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm not down with the way they present themselves online. I can't tell who owns the company. The products have too many ingredients."
Look at you!
I did some
all
research.
Those things. Okay,
right. And I wasn't happy with the price for what it was. I say this online, and then I got all these emails from listeners who are like, "What are you talking about? G Beauty's amazing." Guys, turns out G, the letter Beauty, is the skincare company I was talking about. What everybody thought they heard was GEE, the Canadian like cosmetics and skincare brand, which I knew of, had a great reputation, had not yet tried. And that is not at all what I was talking about when I mentioned G, the letter Beauty. So the founder reached out to me. I get in trouble.
I love how powerful you are. You're like, you say something, the things happen, and the founders found you. That's how legendary you are.
You know what? I love that she did. Well, so her brand, geebeauty.com, she was like, somebody said they heard this. And I explained to her what had happened, and I sent her the link to the other brands. And I was like, P.S., maybe you should cease and desist them or trademark them or something. I don't know how that works. And she's like, I'm definitely going to look into this because that is very confusing. And she says, no harm, no foul. Like, it just sounds like you hadn't tried our brands. Can I send you our brands? And I was like, of course. Also, because I felt like, I have to
Let me see the packaging. I don't know if I know this brand.
Here's the concealer, for example. It looks like this. G Beauty.
Oh, I've never used.
Every product she sent me was good, but the standout for me was something called Prime Skin. I don't know how to describe this. It is a tinted moisturizer, but slightly illuminating, but also priming, but also sticks around, but feels thin like a tinted moisturizer, but not slippery. It's like the Laura Mercier-like texture, but the coverage is just like that blurring kind of what are they called? The BB cream?
I love the Laura Mercier.
But it's more BB-ish. Like, it sticks. How else do I explain? You know how tinted moisturizer sometimes looks so pretty and then it doesn't stay for the day?
But it comes in different shades or one shade?
Yes, it comes in shades. It's called Prime Skin, but it is tinted so that it has, wait, maybe I should have done this before. Mineral-based, multi-purposed, sheer lightweight, soft focus. That's what I'm trying to say. It's one of those mush products. You know, you put it on, you're like, oh, the pores don't look as pory.
Mm-hmm. Have you tried the Huda one?
Is it also a soft focus kind of?
Yeah, it's like a blurring. I haven't tried it yet. I have to try it.
She loves a blurring product, doesn't she?
Yeah, she loves a good blur. Look, I love a good blur. If the blur is right, the blur is great.
I don't think I would seek that out. I don't think I knew that. So maybe that is my new thing that I got to look into, the blurring products, because without me realizing it, I tried this G Beauty Prime Skin and maybe I'm a blurring girl. Here's the short. A hybrid primer plus skin tint that gives a subtle glow. I said that long-winded, did I not?
Yeah.
That was basically what I said.
And they're based in Canada?
Yes, they're a Canadian
Interesting.
company.
Okay. Go ahead, Canada. We love you, Canada.
We do. We don't want you to be our 51st state.
You don't need to be our 51st state.
We don't want that at all.
Do you. But I might come live there at some point. So
you know what?
Allow me to
I hope you'll welcome us. We can go work for G Beauty. Maybe.
I'm putting it in the atmosphere because we might have to skip town.
Oh my God, there's a quote right below by Heather Muir-Maffei. We know Heather Muir.
Come on, Heather.
The hidden gem. Oh, she raises the one. The hidden gem I can't stop telling everyone about. It instantly blurs imperfections and gives me a no makeup glow. That, you know what? Her quote's better.
What? Heather also just got a new job. Shout out to Heather, new at-large beauty editor in the streets. I'm telling you.
She's joining you in the ranks of the diva at large. An at-large is like, it's an awesome title. It's like, you know what? I can't be contained. I have multitudes. You want
But
me?
I'm
You want me
also
at
here
large.
to keep doing the work and being a bad bitch. But
That's
also, let me do my thing too. It's great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Heather knows product though, so between
Heather
the three,
does know
two
product.
of us,
So if she gave it a cosign and you gave it a cosign, I need it.
correct.
So G Beauty, holler.
Right. You gave a cosign to my Wander Beauty one as well. So holler to all those.
Yes.
Go get all glowy with your Nira and then get some beauty sleep because I think that's your homework for the week, right?
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed the show. It's your reviews and feedback that help us make the podcast even better. Head over to iTunes to rate and review us or email your thoughts to info@fatmascara.com.
We also want to answer your beauty questions and hear what products you love. To share a Razor One product review or to ask a beauty question, email us at info@fatmascara.
If you send it as a voice memo file, we can even share your voice on the podcast. You can also do that by leaving us a voice message. Our phone number in the United States is 646-481-8182.
Thanks so much for listening.